Welcome back to my dungeon. What's good? I'm gonna be discussing egg-bound chickens today, egg-bound ducks, what have you. It'll be a good one. So here we go. So I just broke my lamp. Oh my god. But it's fine. It looks okay, I guess. Shit. Okay, so egg-bound chicken is when the egg gets stuck in the oviduct. Uh, they're not able to pass the egg. It can be life-threatening. They can die within 48 hours. I've dealt with this many times with my birds, so I'm gonna help you out. One of the first things that we always do when we have a chicken that or a duck that needs any kind of attention, medical attention, like whatever, we remove the bird from the flock. We're gonna go ahead and place that bird in like a little pet carrier. Um, I have like these little dog cages that I usually put my birds in when we have an issue. So go ahead and separate them. You're just trying to reduce stress, and also like you're going to be working with this bird quite a bit, so kind of want to remove them from everyone else. I like to kind of get to work right away. One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give a calcium supplement because we want to get that calcium into our bird right away. That is kind of a lot of the issue with a chicken being egg bound or a duck being egg bound. Sometimes it can just happen with them being older, complications can happen, but from my experience, we kind of weren't getting enough calcium in our diet. So first thing we want to do, calcium rich diet, okay? And then going and getting some Tums work. You can crush these up. That's normally what I do. I do give one full tablet. I just sprinkle it on some food, and that's kind of what I do there. You can also get calcium supplement from the stores. It doesn't have to be Tums. I mean, I was kind of like sketched out about the flavoring and stuff, but like from what I read on Backyard Chicken, and I've used it before, it's fine. So you can do that. You can do either one. But the main important thing is we're getting calcium into the bird as soon as possible. Okay. Um, the next thing I like to do is I like to run a warm bath. That warm bath's going to help kind of relax muscles, help the bird kind of just be able to maybe push that egg out. Another thing we want to do is we're going to add Epsom salt. You just want regular plain Epsom salt. You do not want any, don't get any fragrances or anything like that. It doesn't have to be fancy, just basic Epsom salt into our bathtub. I usually put like maybe a cup into my bathtub. That will also kind of just help relax the muscles and everything. Those are good starts. Okay. So I do this other thing that like people are going to be really grossed out by and not like, but I swear I've had egg bound birds like 4 to 5 times at this point, and this is what I've done, and it works like instantly. So after we go ahead and give all of our calcium, we do our warm bath, we're gonna glove on up. Oh my God. And we're gonna put our hand into the vet of the bird. If this freaks you out, you don't have to like do it, but I will say that once I have done this, the eggs actually have been passed within a few hours. So I mean, it kind of works. And I actually found out about this a few years ago when I had my first egg bound incident with one of my older hens. I was like looking up a YouTube tutorial, and I found this like older chicken farmer dude, and that's what he did. And I was like, no, I'm not. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. I did it, and it worked. Whew, it worked, dude. Okay, like like when I did this, my duck shot her egg out. my God. Okay. So, glove up. I use olive oil. You're kind of just going to do it slow. You're going to kind of put your whole hand in there. Oh my God. This is like the weirdest thing to talk about, I swear. But like, this is like so necessary, I feel. Like when you get inside, like normally what I'm feeling is like contractions, you know, they're trying to pass the egg. You can normally feel the egg. Like I'm trying to make sure like there is an egg in there, it's not broken. We'll get to that in a second. So all the times that I've ever done it, the egg was not broken. It was not a soft shell. It was hard. It was fine. I could feel it. You're just going to go ahead and just kind of rub your olive oil all around that. That will help them be able to like pass the egg. Dude, I know it's weird, but like, trust me. Like I said, you have about 48 hours before your bird will perish, because they can't poop. So like all that builds up. It's a pretty bad situation. You need to kind of work quick, but don't be scared. It's happened to me so many times at this point. I just have a routine down. I know what I'm doing. You just go for it, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about the egg is broken, because this is a little different, okay? I have not personally experienced this, but I have heard that this does happen. The egg breaks inside the bird. The chicken or bird is actually at risk for an infection, and that's going to take a little bit more care, and it's definitely going to be more serious. I would suggest reaching out to an avian vet. However, I know that not everyone has that. So if we have an egg break inside our bird, right? We're going to go ahead and take just some warm water and try to see if you can flush some of that out. You can do a warm bath for the bird. It is possible that you could also have a prolapse with that. That's a whole nother thing. Holy shit. I have never had that happen. I have watched videos where they have to put everything back inside the bird. I've never done that. I would just really hope that you have an avian vet if you run into these issues. I know that avian vets are like extremely hard to come by. I only have one in my area that I can go to, so I get it. So I would just say at this point, like, if you're dealing with something like this, do the best you can, flush, you know. There's a possibility antibiotics might be involved. I do know that you can get some antibiotics at Tractor Supply and stuff, but honestly, I've never dealt with some more of that serious stuff. Normally my stuff's just basic egg bounce situation, and I've been able to take care of it on my own. But I would also suggest Backyard Chicken's a really good website. I use that all the time. There's a lot of people that have been chicken keeping for years, and they have great, wonderful information over there. I wish I could say more on the topic, but I think when you're going through something like that, it's just kind of important to keep our birds comfortable, do the best we can. You know, I'm not going to shame anyone if you can't afford a vet, because vets are very expensive. And also, like I said, you don't just go to a regular vet for a bird. You go to an avian vet. They specialize in taking care of birds. So that's kind of about that on that topic. Okay, so dudes, let's go over aftercare, my guys. Okay, so aftercare for our birds is going to kind of look like this. It's going to look like maybe we're still supplementing, you know, extra calcium into their diet. Maybe, you know, they're still not outside with the rest of the flock or like partying with the rest of them, and that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just make sure we're getting extra calcium for the next few weeks. And then I would suggest always keeping an extra source of calcium around. I know a lot of people will just do it in their feed and stuff, and that's great. But some of my birds really like the oyster shell. So I think it's important to have different options there for your birds. Another thing that you can do if you don't want to buy an oyster shell is you can actually take the shells, the egg shells. You can bake them in the oven. I can't remember like the temp exactly. It's a lower temp, but you're just gonna bake the shells, and then when they come out, you can smash them on down, crush them up, and then you can go ahead and give those back to your flock. However, if you're going to do that, I do suggest also kind of providing like vegetables, fresh fruit, like leafy greens, that kind of stuff, because this is not like a closed system. It all has to like kind of work together. So we're also providing other nutrients so that we can absorb and we can get like everything out of the eggshells that we need, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, you can do that. I just buy oyster shells because my girls prefer it. Like sometimes I'll crush up their eggshells and they'll have that, but yeah. Okay. Main takeaways from the video are: remove bird. Go ahead and get that bird some calcium right away. You can use Tums. You can get calcium little tablets wherever, really. Crush that up, sprinkle on their food. You're good to go. Okay. Third is going to be Epsom salt warm bath. That's also important. We're going to want to do that. And fourth option, which I feel like is the best option in my opinion, besides the calcium, is going to be to, I don't know how else to say it, but lube up that area, y'all. Like get that area like oiled up so they can shoot that egg out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so like those are like the main things. Anyway, once again, don't panic, don't freak out. It'll be fine. Most of the, I mean, every time that I've ever dealt with this, I've been able to save my bird. It's been less than 24 hours. They were egg bound. You want to act quick. You want to get them in the house. Excuse me, not everyone brings their birds in the house. I'm just a weirdo. You want to get them into an area and treated at like ASAP stat now, okay? Once you do that, I mean, that's the right path. This book is excellent. If you are a new chicken keeper, this book is great. This is actually Dahlia. She has her own YouTube channel and it's called Chickenlandia. I've been watching her for years at this point. I've learned so much from her. She's very, very helpful, very cool person. Been chicken keeping forever. Like she knows what she's doing. So if you want to check out her channel, I would suggest it. Like she goes over a lot of really good topics. I'm a fan. I love her. But yeah, check it out. You got this. Good luck. You can do it.